Before starting the business up here, I was a golf course greenkeeper for about 18 years. Basically, the idea for getting into urban lawns was we'd just built a house ourselves in a new subdivision, and golf course greenkeeping, you finish quite early in the afternoons and you come home and watched other competitors, as I'll call them, putting down lawns in the new subdivisions, and thought, hey, that's something we could do just as a part-time sort of thing using the trade that I had. Dropped some flyers around and got a pretty good response out of that.
Great, and have you got an email address that Bruce can send the quote through to?
We ended up sowing quite a lot of lawns in the subdivision, and we ended up making more money him working part-time than what he was working as being a golf course greenkeeper.
And 4 months after starting part-time, gave up the 18 years of greenkeeping and never looked back.
So we went to the accountant and then started up Urban Lawns.
Oh, well, Urban Lawns was the first time I'd run a business of my own. And basically, when you leave a salaried position, you sort of realise pretty quickly that come rain, hail or shine, you've got to go out and carry on working. You know, you catch a cold, you don't just lie in bed and phone in sick.
Oh, everything when we started was completely mind-boggling, and everything was new, so yeah, we had to learn a lot. Obviously needed to get a loan and get systems in place, and income insurance was one of the things, top priority, that we needed.
In the past, we'd only ever had insurance for a house and a car and things like that, as most people do. But then when it came to getting a business up and going, I've got business machinery and things like that. Things I didn't know about, public liability insurances, all sorts of different aspects that come into it and why you need them. Well, after a few hours meeting with the insurance brokers and that, they went through all the different options of what was available to us to find out what policies were going to sort of best suit us. So they're trying to look after you as far as making it affordable for you to get what you need. So we ended up choosing the Business Extra plan just because it covered our income insurance, it covered us as a business as well. So in the event that I was away, that way we had some form of income keeping us afloat. I got hurt twice in reasonably close succession.
First one was actually on a client's property on exposed aggregate. It was wet and he slipped carrying some irrigation pipe and hurt his spine, and he needed spinal surgery. I think he was off work then for about 3 months, so I had to run the company totally by myself.
Fabulous.
And really had to rely on the staff to try and cover us at that stage to try and keep the business running. And then sort of 18 months later, got kicked by a horse and about 10 broken ribs and punctured lungs. So yeah, basically again, off work, and both times you're sort of wondering what's going to happen with the business, and luckily we had the insurance policies in place and up to date. We talk about it afterwards and basically realised that if we didn't have that insurance in place and the right policy for our business, we pretty much would have folded.
I don't know if we'd still be running the company, I don't know if we'd still be living in our house.
You don't realise how quickly your life can change, and you don't have time to plan things once you're already hurt. With work still coming in, your 20th still have to be paid. The bills don't stop just because you're laid up for a while. With the extra money coming through from the policy, you're able to pay your bills as you need to, and you're able to keep the business running until you can get back in the hot seat again. With OnePath, we got in touch with them sort of straight away. It was really good. They were able to access all of the medical records and things for us, and yeah, so payments went through very, very quickly because we didn't have to sort of explain what was going on. They had access to everything already.
Oh, the insurance company was just amazing to deal with. Every phone call, every email was followed up within a couple of hours of me contacting them. Payments were straight into our bank account, and if there were any questions at all, they were happy to help me out.
You're lying in bed basically not having to worry about can we keep the bills running. They're telling you in advance what the payments are going to be and instalments.
Any follow-up with doctor's appointments, specialists, things like that, there was just no hesitation in what they were going to do to help us.
And then it's just a case of getting better and working with it.
I think every business owner out there should have income protection insurance. It's proven twice now for us to be an invaluable tool to have as part of the company.
I'd definitely recommend to any other business owner that they get the right advice from their insurance brokers, and make sure you've got the right policies in place, because they can really save you when you need it without having to fight for it.